Hi, Billy McClean, Head of Community Health and Care Services here for the weekly vlog. Last week didn't really get a chance for a vlog, so it's been a couple of weeks. Away from work for a couple of days with work, so I had the privilege of joining the Parkinson's team down at the UK Nursing Times Awards. So a fantastic and well-deserved finalists in that award. Unfortunately didn't win, but to be finalists is fantastic, and one of only a couple of projects in Scotland that were nominated and finalists in that award. So well done to all of you. So it was great to join Nick, Margaret, Jill, Robert and Wilma at those awards. And I think the best thing about being able to join them was to sort of share that experience, share that celebration. And I think a couple of the team made the point that it was a real shame that only they could be there, and made the point that really the success of the project stood on the work of an awful lot of people, hundreds of people. And I think that got me thinking about the work that we all do, the projects, the improvement work that we do, the work with individuals, and just how many people make all of those good things happen. So even within the team that joined, there were people working on the ward, IT people, pharmacy people, clinical people doing outpatient work. So lots of people just involved in that project team, but then around them thinking about the admin teams that are involved in making all that work, the cleaning staff, the other professionals that are involved in people's care and making all of that individual care work, and all of these really fantastic improvement projects work. So thanks for the team for letting me join you. I think thanks to everybody else who we weren't able to bring along to the awards, but please do know that it's your work that really makes the big difference. So that was a real privilege. And then the second thing this week has been the Chief Exec away day. So that was held in East Ayrshire in Centre Stage, a really fantastic venue, third sector venue, and a real chance for leaders across health and care to get together and get a chance to reflect on the year. And it had a very different feel this year, a chance to really think about how again we go about doing things in across the health and care sector in Ayrshire, and thinking about that culture, those relationships, the things that sometimes when we're under pressure get neglected. And I think that was really acknowledged in the room. The two big things that came out of the conversation were around having courage and compassion. So two really important values, and also acknowledging that those are the two things that are the hardest to maintain when we're under pressure. And let's face it, we've all been under pressure for a long time, and that continues. So just thinking about how we make space for each other, how we ensure that those relationships are maintained, and that we continue to have individual and collective courage and compassion for each other. So two really important days for me, certainly over the last couple of weeks. In terms of thanks this week, we've got a thanks from Val Burns for Deirdre Matheson and the DN team who worked with someone to support them at end of life, managed to support them to stay at home, to die, which was what they wanted to do. And what was obvious from that email was, although that was the outcome, they'd also planned for if that hadn't been possible, what the contingency plan would be that would mean that they wouldn't end up at acute hospital. So working with colleagues at Racecourse Road, for instance, so again reinforcing my point about the number of people that are involved, the way that our teams work together and really work with the outcomes for the person in mind. So fantastic piece of work there, and thanks to the team for doing that. Thanks also to Nursery Court, who hosted a fashion show in partnership with Top to Toe, which is a boutique shop down in Girvan. They're not paying me royalties, if you're wondering. And they managed to raise £710 for the Comfort Fund. So well done to the team down there, and thanks to Top to Toe for supporting that event. And last of all, fantastic well done to Queen's Harbour View, who got their recent Care Inspectorate inspection outcomes, and they got 5s across the board, which is fantastic. So well done to all of you. If you've got any thanks, questions, comments for next week, please let me know in the usual way. Until then, speak to you next week.